Hello and welcome this evening. I am so happy to see you and to practice yoga again. And tonight's class will look at a specific sort of movement, a gentle movement in pranayama to encourage more relaxation. This certainly is very vital to our health since we do all of our renewal in the layers of sleep. So this practice is certainly geared to move the body, move also the breath and also the awareness so that we can move into this peaceful healing state of rest. So I'm so happy that you've joined me this evening, and let's start actually here in a seated position. So work your way into a position of comfort. So maybe making some small minor adjustments here, and even feeling into the strength and the sturdiness of the back, really rooting down through the base of the spine and inviting this little bit of lift up through the spine, the collarbones, and even up through the crown of the head. Let's take a big breath in together. Hold the breath at the top for a moment or two, and whenever it feels right, letting it go. Let's do that one more time together. Breathing into awareness and exhale, letting go. Tonight we will begin our practice with Chandra Bedana. This is ties into the practice that we did yesterday morning with Surya Bedana. So this is actually going to work on our lunar channel, our Ida channel, our Ida Nadi system. So this energy wave that sort of works its way through the left side of the body and ending outside the left nostril. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to either come into the mudra of the first finger and the second finger coming in, and then the pinky and the ring finger coming together and placing the thumb on the side of the nose. Or if this brings any discomfort, you can also just use a finger if you choose. So finding into a mudra that works for you and just blocking through gently through the right nostril so we can breathe solely through the left nostril. Start to breathe in and adding a pause if you wish, and then breathing out, allowing this exhale to be slightly longer than our inhales, and closing the eyes down and doing about 5 to 10 rounds here. You may even choose to allow your left hand to come into a mudra as well, bringing possibly the thumb and the first finger together, or just even resting the palm on the knee. Allow the focus to be in through the left airway, this passageway through the nose, and start to tune into your own rhythm of breath here. Breathing this way actually helps us calm our nervous system. And it is recommended to do about 5 to 10 rounds of this breath before bed. So when you finish your rounds that feels right and comfortable for you, allow the breath to return back into its natural rhythm. And even closing the eyes and remaining here in this seated position of easy pose. And just notice what comes up. Feeling the body being breathed. Possibly even noticing a sensation of relaxation or calm. Or maybe the opposite, or maybe neutral, maybe no change at all. Just noticing your own experience and not creating something else, just noticing. And could you even allow movement to come in while your eyes are closed and moving the upper body into circles, Sufi rolls. And keeping your focus here into the movement, into the breath. And can you even sense into the feeling of this magnetic heart, the energy that's really coming in and out of this heart space, through the front of the chest, the back of the chest, and through the sides of the chest as well. So tuning in either into breath, to movement, or possibly even sensing into the energy source within the heart. Allow these movements to be fluid. And notice just what comes up. Maybe 2 or 3 more rounds in this way. When you feel ready, pausing in the center, noticing in the stillness if you can still sense into the movement. And invite movement to come back in, sensing now as you move in the opposite direction. And noticing if there's change or distraction. And see where you can bring it back in, either into where the body shifts as you move, or noticing into the body being breathed, feeling in and out of the rhythm of the breath, or even possibly sensing into an energy within inside the heart. Moving here at your own rate of pace, and exploring your own potential here, maybe small circles, big circles, or maybe figure eights. Just noticing into your experience for 1 or 2 more rounds here. And then pausing back here in the center. Let's even take our hands to the heart and just be quiet and still here. Whether we sense this energy or not, it's still vibrating within us. And is there a point where you can just notice in, feel into its stillness? Let's all take a deep breath in together, holding as long as you feel comfortable, and releasing out. Full exhale, maybe even noticing a pause or watching the breath gently come back in for 1 more round. Again, to allow the hands to move out to the sides, the legs to extend out long. And it's really handy to have a pillow here today. You might want to find more comfort by placing either 1 or 2 stacked pillows underneath the knees. Just so that we can feel supported here, and then feel as though you can really pick up through the collarbones, through the nose, and even through the crown of the head. Take a big breath in, finding this long spine. And exhale, moving from the base of the spine up. Allow this upper body, this belly, to move forward. And allow the hands to slide down the legs until you feel into a stretch that might work for you. So it may be a full surrendering here into your own comfort space. So take a round of 5 breaths here. Feel as though the shoulders drip down through heavy elbows. And even sensing into heavy eyelids as you close the eyes down. And feel the heaviness of the upper body with a gentle gravity pulling you down. 2 more rounds of breath here. Notice where your point of focus is. Can you bring it into either sensing into the stretch, or sensing into gravity, or sensing into breath? Or maybe even into the openness of the back space of the heart. Maybe even into a feeling of surrender. 1 more round of breath. Exhale it out. And then slowly sliding the hands back up the legs. The upper body comes up. Nice and very, very slowly. If you feel any lightheadedness at all, certainly come back down and ease yourself out very slowly. Slide the hands behind you with the fingers facing towards the toes. Start to draw elbows in towards each other, shoulder blades in towards each other, and feel as though the collarbones open and lift. Maybe there is a very slight gaze up. Take a big breath in, filling the whole lungs here. Allowing this breath to rise all the way up inside the collarbones, holding this breath as long as you feel comfortable, and whenever you feel ready, letting it go, maybe even making a sound as you breathe out. 1 or 2 more breaths here, If you're feeling really discomfort in this position, you're going to start to roll yourself up or release completely. Just notice where you are, listen to your body. And when you finish your rounds of breath, come and sit right back up nice and tall again. Let's slowly ease our back body down into our mat. Perhaps even placing a pillow or a rolled up blanket underneath the head. Let's temporarily, for the moment, just remove the pillows away from underneath our knees, but we'll keep them handy so that we can move into comfort there. Extend the legs out, rise the arms up over top of the head, and start to sway yourself a little side to side, bringing feet and arms in the same direction, walking over to each side. So allow a little bit of movement here, stretching only that feels comfortable for you. Maybe 2 or 3 times, or maybe more on each side. Maybe even closing down eyes. And then rest in the center here. Allow the elbows to be slightly bent. Allow the feet to roll out, and allow the fingertips to be soft. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. We'll start to pick up our right knee, lifting knee up into the air and then dropping it down to the side and then extending leg back down. So make a couple more movements here, lifting knee up into the air, rolling it out to the side, and then foot slides back down beside. Couple more movements here. Maybe even floating in with breath, breathing in as the knee comes up, exhaling as the foot presses back down. One more round. Other side now, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dropping knee down, foot rolls back down. Keep going. If it feels much more comfortable for you to place the hands on the hips, and give you a little more guidance or support here. And see if you can flow into your own movement. One or two more times. When the feet are resting beside each other, rest and allow the hands to roll out to the sides. Pause here, taking a big breath in. Exhale it out. Let's draw a couple of circles with the arms drawing up and down to the sides. Allowing for expression here. So whatever arm movement feel right for you. Maybe floating in any sequence. A couple more movements here. Exploring into the space around you. Take one more breath in and allow the arms to come all the way up, toes and fingertips. Add some tension into every muscle in the body, reaching in opposite directions. When you're ready to release all the tension, let it go. Pause there, take a couple more breaths here. Allow the soles of the feet to come together. And placing hands underneath the legs. Start to sway a little side to side. Palms turned up. Or if you need to add a little bit of support and gripping, you can turn the palms down. Finding into what feels most comfortable for you. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. A few more rounds here, noticing into breath. Noticing into movement. When you feel ready, come back into center. Allow the feet to come out to the sides of your mat. Knees rolling in. Pause and take a couple of rounds of breath here. Notice where the mind might to wander. See if you can bring it back into breath. or sensing and feeling inside of this body as it's being stretched, as it's being breathed. Just noticing what else you can explore here. Take one more breath. Allow it to be soft, allow it to be fluid, let it go. And then walk the ankles back underneath you so the soles of the feet are flat into the earth. Take a big breath in and pull the knees into the chest. Exhale, rock yourself gently side to side. Now if this brings you any discomfort through the spine, just let it go. Rest into comfort or place a blanket underneath you. Take another big breath in. Exhale, drop both knees over to one side. Maybe the arm stretches out in the opposite direction. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe a hand supports on top of the knees. Maybe it doesn't. Just breathe. Maybe even only one leg is stretched out. Maybe both aren't. Just find into a pose that works for you. Feel comfort. Take one more breath. Exhale it out. Come over to the other side now. Maybe stacking into comfort the same way you did the first side, or maybe finding a new position that works for you here. Add the breath, add the awareness into the breath. And then coming back into center, extend one leg out very slowly, allowing the sole of the foot to move across, feel into the movement, feel into the sole of the foot. And then when you're ready to the other foot, back down, feel the skin as it slides along your mat. When heels are long and the legs are lengthened, allow the toes to drop out to the sides and add a touch of softness all the way from toe tips to hips, and hips to toe tips. Legs soft. Allow the arms to come out to the side. Maybe gently roll the head a little left, a little right. And if this feels any discomfort for you, you might want to invite those pillows back in. Maybe placing pillows underneath the knees, under the head, the back, the feet, finding into position of comfort for you. Allowing toes, fingers, everything to relax, even bottom jaw, forehead, temples. Find where you can move into softness. And invite the body to be still. And begin to see if you can find into a more comfort, maybe 1 or 2% by making any small adjustments here. Allow the breaths to become longer, drawing breath in through the nose. Maybe even drawing in 2 sips. And exhaling out of the mouth, jaw open, soft, letting breath go longer than your inhale. Trying again, either 1 deep inhale or 2 sips. And maybe even holding breath at the top to your own comfort level, letting it go when it needs to be released. Maybe there's a pause at the bottom, maybe there's a gentle inhalation, noticing what comes up for you. And can you travel awareness down into your right hand thumb? Feeling and sensations here at the right hand thumb. Focusing, feeling all attention into the right hand thumb as though it lights up with sensation. And the sensation moves to your first finger, your second finger, your third finger, and lighting up the pinky with all sensation. And feeling all 5 fingers on the right hand. And now vibrating the whole hand with sensation. Feeling the palm of the hand, feeling the back of the hand, up into right wrist, up into right elbow, right shoulder, right side of the chest, right hip, right thigh, vibrating a sensation down into right knee. Breathe into the space just below your right knee. Feel the sensations travel down the right leg into right ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, all 5 toes at once, vibrating with sensation, alive, vibrating, feeling the whole right leg, and now the whole right side of the body, alive with sensation. And can you travel awareness now over to the left side into the left thumb, sensing and feeling an energetic presence or a light or aliveness of the left thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, pinky finger, and all 5 fingers at once, vibrating with sensation, inviting the whole left hand, feeling the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, elbow, left shoulder, left side of the chest, left hip, down the left leg, into left knee, and even into the space just below the left knee. Feel the vibrancy move down into left ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe, whole left foot, alive with sensation. Feeling the toes, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, the whole left leg, and now the whole left side of the body. The whole left side of the body vibrating with sensation. And could you now invite the right side and the left side together, feeling balancing energies from the right side and the left side together, feeling the whole body vibrant with sensation. And now can you feel the air in the space, the temperature at the top of the head? And feeling air and space, the right side of the body. Traveling air and space below the feet. And now feeling over air and space to the left side of the body. Feel the air and space above you and below you. Feeling and sensing the whole room around you. Invite a big breath in through the nose. Exhale softly through the mouth. And again, another deep breath in through the nose, alive. Feeling air and temperature at the tip of the nose. Invite the fingers and the toes to wiggle. And maybe the head move a little side to side, waking up. Might want to extend arms overhead, give yourself a full body stretch or a yawn. And resting back again, allow the elbows to be soft, the feet, the knees, the jaw, the forehead. Take a moment here before you move. And thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a lovely evening. I hope you find some peacefulness, some calm, and some rest. Come back to this practice as much as you need to. Thank you very much, and namaste.